I know I look like absolute shit. Again, I don't care. This entire fucking channel is about showing my truest face to the best of my ability, and that includes emotionally, mentally. That's why I'm not even reading the comments. Like, I know nothing good is going to be said about me at this point, and even if it is, it's not a fair position to put anybody in because I am not going to fucking believe it. I've had that used too many times. So I'm just done, and I want to document my journey through that because the times that I've tried to eliminate myself from the simulation, we'll say. Again, I'm going to be speaking a little bit in code, so bear with me. If it seems nonsensical, there's a reason, and it's probably the YouTube algorithm, so bear with me. But on the surface, a lot of times I can be experiencing a very strong emotion and not have any visible signs. To put this into perspective, I was working in a call center at one point, and this is really embarrassing to talk about, but I had memories come back from an essay. And I don't know if you know body memories. I don't want to get, I kind of just want to skim over the top of the explanation right now. My brain kind of, yeah, I don't get to have emotions. Those are inconvenient for other people and nobody can handle me with it anyway. It's like, it's so amazing and wonderful to see other girls who have been SA before be tolerated. But when I do it, I'm a monster. I'm one of the ugly ones anyway, so nobody's going to tolerate it from me. But yeah, it's one of those things. I was having body memories and all that. Yeah, you feel yourself physically getting violated again, even though nobody's there. And again, you don't talk about it because if you do, you're a crazy bitch. Again, not you. If anybody else is watching that, please don't carry that mentality for yourself. I just don't have a choice. I'm still trying to, simulate positive experiences to try to heal my own trauma because heaven forbid I even go to anybody else because nobody could fucking tolerate me. And even if they can tolerate me, they're usually going to be the person that doesn't do it right. They have the right intention, but they think so little of me. They feel the need to cutesify me in a way. Like, I'll tell them my story and they'll say, poor thing. I don't need the other person reflecting an energy back to me that says that they see me as weak and helpless. And that brings me to something else that's going on. When I was living in the tent in a desert for a total of 2 years and 2 months, on and off, moving around, collecting my own water, unable to sleep because I was having the body memories, and eventually got out of the point where, I wasn't able to shower regularly then, but I had gotten to a point where at least the screaming stopped, so I wasn't being a noisy bitch about it, which is, again, it's so funny to hear me talk down to myself, isn't it? Again, I've needed someone for a fucking long time, and I've been called vulnerable, yes. Yes, it's true. Weakest fucking whore on the planet. You want to know why? I was born neurodivergent, which means it took me a while, and I gave people a lot of grace. The reason why is because I wish somebody would have given it to me. I try to show a lot of kindness and not be responsible for giving the same energy I've been hurt by from other people. You want to know where it lands me? It lands me getting made fun of. And I'm trying to hold my breath right now in my current living situation because there's someone that I don't think they realize they're causing harm. So again, it's like on the one hand, I want to approach the situation respectfully. And that's why I'm in the bathroom talking about this right now. And I probably should control my volume. But on the other hand, it's like I don't even want to put mental energy towards trying to fucking control myself when those two girls out there were they're on the phone, they're having loud ass fucking conversations when I'm trying to sleep. And when they're sleeping, I don't bother them. But that's just because it's cutesy and in my nature, right? Yeah, that's the problem. If I were to speak up about that, I suddenly become the enemy. And I want to know why all of my life there's been a double standard held to me. Oh, that's right. Because I was born neurodivergent, I was also very fucking naive. So over time, people would tell me it was my fault. I internalized that. I didn't realize how deep that went until recently, and now I'm starting to come to terms with it. But unfortunately, a little bit is still there. I still lack a lot of confidence. So people will zone in on that and be like, oh, you're just like a fragile little baby. Like, thanks. That's the product of years of abuse. I'm so glad that I mean so fucking little to you that that's okay with you making fun of, because it gives you a sense of joy. And that's all you care about. You couldn't think twice about me. And it's like, I want to approach situations with respect, but I'm getting to a fucking breaking point. I am having so much trouble holding myself together at this point. And here's the thing, when I snap, I get demonized harder than anyone around me. I got called a fucking baby this morning because I was upset that I had gotten woken up. Okay, I'm at a point right now where I'm kind of used to feeling this way. I'm not saying that I'm like right there, because again, I've been in the mindset of wanting to eliminate myself for a while. I've relapsed on ANBP. If you know what that means, you know what that means. If you don't, you don't. Let's just say that after eating, I try to deplete my electrolyte imbalance as quickly as possible, and I use a technique called flushing. And no, that doesn't mean like pushing a toilet handle down. If you know what it means, again, I'm not explaining that one because that can get dangerous. But that's okay, because if I don't choose to explain that, and you don't know what it means, and I didn't give you anything new, then that means you can try to manipulate me into telling you by, oh, she's too stupid to know what it means. Again, it's been done before. But although that's all I'm going to be seen as, and I don't have any fucking faith at I cannot tell you what's going through my head, and I'm not going to be believed. Everybody thinks that when I get upset or angry, the instance behind it is just a matter of, oh, she didn't get what she wanted. She got woken up by a phone call. No, I've been having trouble settling my head. I've been having trouble all throughout the day, but sometimes I don't want to open up to someone. Sometimes there's no one here that I fucking trust. There's no one here that I feel comfortable opening up to. And I don't even want to tell this other girl, like, I almost just want to fucking snap and say, don't ever fucking call me a baby again, you fucking self-righteous bitch! But at the same time, I try to be mindful of other people. I don't always know where other people are coming from. But when I do it, then all of a sudden that makes me weak. That makes me something cutesy. That makes me something to be made fun of. And I can't fucking take it anymore. And I am so close to losing my consideration for everybody. But again, nobody's going to understand where I'm coming from. And I am desperate. For a long time, I wasn't able to sleep because, again, certain thoughts, I would get 3 hours regularly. You see how fucking ugly I look. I'm fucking exhausted. I wanted to be beautiful because I'm an egotistical whore. And of course, I wanted someone to love me. I wanted to feel what it was like to be celebrated. But unfortunately, I have to face the harsh realities in life. Unfortunately, I'm a spineless bitch. Unfortunately, I'm fucking ugly. And people will tell me, no, I'm not. And, that's really nice of you to show kindness and all. But at the same time, I am not up to my standard. And you don't know what my standard is or what I'm fucking capable of. But of course, everybody wants to stand in my way and sabotage me too. And there's no harm in saying that now because I've always been just an egotistical asshole anyway, right? I mean, heaven forbid I ask people just let me fucking sleep. Like, at least I had the sense to go in the bathroom, even if I'm not controlling my tone right now, at least I had the sense to go in the bathroom and say this on my own because I'm trying so hard not to exit. I'm trying other methods right now, with the flushing, if you know, you know. But my goal is to cause electrolyte imbalance because, that method of, going after myself, it helps me clear my head. It's not a good method. It's not healthy. And it's not that I'm too stupid to know that. Okay? I know people are going to want to patronize me and be like, well, that's not good for you. Do you know what the dangers are? Yes. I've done research on it. And again, I know my words don't hold any weight because it's coming from someone that's associated with traits like weakness, naivety. Like, people don't realize that. And I didn't realize this at the time. So at the time when this was being done to me, I internalized it. And it knocked down my confidence a lot. Again, I know that tactic now, so it's harder for me to fall for. But that's what people want. And when I see that, I don't like it. Like, I told this girl, she knows. I don't like to be called cute. And when she first got here, she asked me to get the Wi-Fi password for her. And I'm one of those people that I want to go out of my way for other people. I want to show a lot of kindness, but it never gets reciprocated and it never fucking gets appreciated. And I noticed this. And this is why I fucking hated it. So she handed me her phone and she's like, "Do you know the Wi-Fi?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, can you give me the password?" And it's like, "Well, I don't know. It's out posted on the cabinet out there. There's it's posted." But I told her where it was at. I told her, and she's like, "Oh, can you get it for me?" And again, I don't mind going above and beyond for people, but it's this kind of reaction to that willingness that I fucking hate. So and the thing is, she doesn't know me. She doesn't know me from fucking anybody. I stay quiet. And of course, because I have feminine features and I try to be kind to people, that must mean that I'm asking to be taken advantage of and treated like absolute shit by other people. And then I won't stand my ground. But again, of course, if I stand my ground, I'm always the problem. And again, I try to be considerate of other people because I know what it feels like to be snapped on when you haven't done anything wrong. Because I've been in so many fucking abusive situations where I wish I could have begged for my life. And I had to, but I had to be begged to not be sexually assaulted. So it wasn't, again, I would get told it wasn't that bad. If someone else said that to me, it would be a complete, I'd be taking that hella seriously. I know I would never get that in return. And it's getting harder and harder to give that kind of fucking love away, knowing that I will never have it. But I want to hold a standard. I want to show people it's possible. I am just so sick of that being the reason that people hold over my head. But no, I was gonna do it for her. I was gonna go. And then as I was walking away, I heard her say on the phone, "Oh, she's so cute." And something in me just snapped. I fucking hate being called that. And she knows that. And yet she called me a baby this morning. Like she wants to fucking infantilize me, and I am this close to having a fucking problem. I can't do it anymore, but I want to keep track of the situation on here so that I have some kind of fucking witness.